just wanted to say a quick hello. Um, I woke up early, as I was saying, I woke up at 5, and I was thinking about how we compare ourselves to others. And now with the internet, with social media, we do this comparing on a much bigger scale. And I want to encourage you that when you feel yourself starting to do that, that you can't just say to someone, stop, stop doing that thing that's self-destructive. Comparing yourself to others' success or even others' failures. You may be saying, oh, well, that didn't work out for so and so. You know, what I recommend is that you must focus on what your thing is. Like, whatever success you're trying to reach, or whatever goal, whatever this thing is that you want. I would say it's not even about brainstorming so much on how to get it, but focusing clearly what it is that you want. And I realized also that it fits the transits. It fits the transits for us all. Thinking, I just made this hair. I really want to keep this piece together. Um, Thinking about Uranus and Taurus, and I made an audio about this yesterday. How Uranus and Taurus is going to be something new for all of us. We're finishing this pretty significant cycle. It's not as long as a Pluto transit, which is Pluto transits are going to be over a decade. Uranus is going to be 7-8 years, Uranus transit. So we can it's easier to pinpoint, in a concrete way. Which I think with Pluto, it would get a little overwhelming, and we would run the risk of diluting or not really seeing what was unique about the transit, because it would cover so much. It would cover such a large amount of time, 15, 20 years. But Uranus is shorter. So I think it's easier to isolate, and now I'm really warm and I can see I'm totally sweating here. Uranus, it's going to be easier to isolate what was that one thing, two thing, what Uranus in Aries meant, because that time is pretty much gone. Even though Uranus is retrograde in Aries now, it's more, figuring out what it meant and helping us prepare for what Uranus and Taurus is going to be. Because Uranus and Taurus, it might be a part two. You might be building on what you did with Uranus and Aries, or it could be something brand new, totally new. So with the nodes are also in new signs. Now, this is a shorter transit. The nodes and the eclipses, they stay in a pair of signs for just about a year and a half, a year and 8 months for the nodes. But again, these are new themes that are coming in and also wrapping up something. To try not to compare yourself to others. I know it's impossible not to, but when you notice yourself doing it, you've got to redirect your thinking away from the comparison and instead focus on defining your role, work towards that, rather than working towards, oh, how do I create or achieve this amorphous thing? Because sometimes we work really hard to accomplish a nebulous goal. And I don't think that's such a great idea. I think let's spend more time really defining, really getting into what it is what we want. And then perhaps work on steps to get there. These are really two different things. If you are very busy or even half-heartedly trying to make your Uranus in Aries goals still happen, it doesn't make sense anymore. even though Uranus is retrograde. That's the old life. That's the old you. Now we have to figure out, okay, nodes in Cancer, Capricorn. What is that about? Personally, forget about collectively, but personally for you, what is Uranus and Taurus about? What houses? What are the houses involved for you? This is the work of now. Your life, your path is unique. It's different than everyone else's. And if you find yourself floundering, then part of the problem, it's more so in absence of taking the time to establish what it is that you want. And a lot of people won't even do that part of it because they're afraid. Because they're afraid to want anything, or they think they can't get it. So they don't even have a conversation with themselves about it, Okay. So I just wanted to say this quick hello. Hello. And I will maybe see you later.